will. Confounded thing. You have an intelligent look about you. A moment of your time? Greetings! You have a sharp look to you, traveler. My name is Azandar. I'm an arcanist, and I'm hoping we can help each other out. I've decades of esoteric knowledge, a bit of coin, and a convivial attitude. What do you say? I'd like your help tracking down a former associate of mine. I was attempting to create a relic of great power, and now find my fate frayed, for lack of a better term. I call this relic the Fate Weaver Key. Martina was a brilliant collaborator, and may be able to identify where I went wrong. To find her, we'll need to find a tome, summon a Daedra, and brave the terrors of Apocrypha. What do you say? Join me in an exploration into the unknown? I'm looking forward to our collaboration. As I said, we'll need a book on Daedra summoning to get us on the right track. Let's convene in the center of Cipher's Midden. Is there anything I can clarify for you before we begin? That mystic phenomenon I was struggling with, I'm calling them frayed fates. They're echoes from a choice I once made. My work to create the Fate Weaver Key has snarled them up. So untidy. If I'm ever to perfect the key, I'll need to unfray my fate. An excellent question. I'm a scholar of esoterica, eldritch secrets, and things mortals were not meant to know. I'm an arcanist of the highest order, proud to say, wresting the power of Apocrypha into my quill-gnarled hands, as you do. Arcanist is a broad brush, to be sure, but we're all devotees to abstruse arcanum, individual proclivities aside. From mad hermits raving about tentacles to precision rune crafters. I consider myself a scholar, first and foremost. A good question. I need to reset. Return to the roots of my research to unravel this issue. That's why I'm hoping to find my old colleague. Their name was Martina Abor, a talented researcher, though we've since parted ways. My hope is that a Daedric consultant, a watcher named Tim, will know where they are. The book will lead us to Tim, you see. Thankfully, the ciphers of the Eye have given me access to their stacks. Ha! It's not my fault. I mean, I was attempting to peer beyond the veil of reality, much as Hermaeus Mora does, to gaze upon other fate lines. It would have been brilliant. I should have spent more time developing my infralux notation. Just think, what could you learn by looking beyond your own life, at the paths unwalked? What kernels of truth could you hold with such a tool? I hope to gain knowledge about myself, about the universe, why, about the very nature of mortality. A simplistic example. Not all choices are equal. But if the choice to have oatmeal instead of eggs changed the course of your life, think of them like divergence points, and everything you could learn seeing the might-have-beens play out. The stacks aren't far at all. I'll see you there. search for knowledge begins. Ha! I've no idea where in Orbis to look for my old colleague Martina. But I know she was working with a Daedric consultant, a creature named Tim. If we can summon Tim, we can find Martina. Indubitably, I knew I was right about you. Now, an esteemed elder within the Ciphers once summoned forth this Daedra. If we can find the notes from this elder, you and I can summon Tim and engage in parley. Well, you've never been to the Library of Dusk, I take it. Or the forbidden section of Gwillem University. Dedicated scholars must develop their own search magics. I'll begin the incantation. Just be ready for anything. Incantus eruditum. Abyssal sea, hear my call. Find the secrets beneath this scroll. The rune form is complete. Follow where it leads. Aha! The book we need is in that pile. There. A tome show has the text. Get after it. The chase is on.
Rather strange. New faces appear, but not ones I have known, and not known in time. The presence beneath us shifts. A shift anew that reveals untold changes to our play.
Excellent work. Ha! That was bracing. Pity the tome will smell like transliminal parasite now. Let's see what it says. Here's the ritual to summon Tim. Easy enough, just a question of the appropriate summoning materials. We'll need expunged tome dust, the talon of a seeker, and black ichor from the spoomy pools of Apocrypha. Let me mark your map. Seekers tend the flora of the region. Their talons often break off in the resin. And there should be plenty of tome dust scraped from parchment in the Cipher's Midden expungatory. Try to get some from a Daedric incantation. I'll procure that, worry not. Don't want you to think I'm taking advantage of your assistance. Once you have the dust and talon, we'll meet back up at the ritual site I've marked on your map. What do you say? The tome dust should be found in the Cipher's Midden expungatory, while seekers tend to congregate around those resin plants to the southwest. Easy enough, and soon we'll be talking to Tim. Well, I should hope so. I've been coming here for years. Fascinating place. You can learn the ways of the Arcanist back home, of course. But to truly understand the forces of fate, tides and the abyssal sea, there's nowhere else like it. Oh, here and there, you know. You've seen one post-feudal city-state, you've seen them all, am I right? My family hails from Hammerfell, born and raised in tall Papa's shadow. I'm no youngster, obviously. My parents now dwell within Aetherius, and the rest of the family politely pretends I don't exist. Best for all involved. Now then.
Do be careful. Don't rush about and scatter the dust.
You want to talk about?
Ugh, such drivel in some of these old spells.
Be gone!
I'm getting
My
to see
big
all
blind is
sorts
my
of
own.
places traveling with you.
Your life is mine.
Did you hear? Never mind. welcome. This should be most illuminating. Ah, my new collaborator. Good to see you again. By Mora's eyes, these frayed fates are becoming increasingly annoying. I look forward to putting them to bed, as it were. Do you have the items we need to summon our Daedric consultant? Peerless work! Let's see. Here's the Ichor. Unpleasant to gather, but I've done worse in my day. Now then, I'll light the fonts and begin the incantation. As we go, I'll need you to offer up the Tome Dust, Talon, and Ichor, in that order. Just so. With any luck, this Tem can tell us where the whims of fate have led Martina. If this doesn't work, well, I'm sure I'll think of something. But let's hope it works, eh? Onward! We light the flames to summon Tem, the omen of destiny. Come before us!
There is something. Ask your questions, make your offerings.
We offer the dust of an ancient spell. I seek the location of my former colleague, Martina Abor.
Tem's eyes have seen you, Azandar al-Cybiades. You search for one who does not wish to be found.
Recalcitrant, are we? We offer the talon of a seeker. I need Martina to correct an error. Where are they?
You tamper with fate, mortal. Tem sees a darkness approaching. One you have unmoored.
Daedra, I have called, and you must answer. With Ichor as payment, I command you. Where can I find Martina Abor?
I shall answer, but not to you, Arcanist. Tem will speak with the one who made the offerings.
The audacity of that creature!
Tem sees you, chosen proxy of the Great Eye. Adventures, triumphs that have happened, or may happen, or may never happen. Speak, and Tem will tell you what you wish to know. The choices of Azandar al-Cybiades hang heavy about him, reeking from stains on his hands and his soul. Also, he speaks with a distinct lack of respect for Tem, the omen of destiny. Martina Abor, Arcanist of the Abyssal Sea and Illuminatus of the Threads of Fate, retreated to their sanctum 920 days ago. Seek them within the subrealm known as the Underweave, at a place called the Heart. But beware, mortal. The Arcanist you travel with sought to view the paths unwalked, but failed to see where those paths led. In his hubris, he has allowed a thing that should not be, to be. Tem has spoken. Questions asked and answered. Farewell, mortals.
All things being equal, that went rather well. The Underweave is a powerful nexus of fated potential in Chroma Incognito. Terribly powerful and terribly dangerous. Sounds just like Martina to set up a lab there. Onward and upward! Am I? No, not particularly. Daedra are strange beasts, you know. Their concept of mortality, time, and danger are very different from our own. Clearly, there have been some unintended consequences, but nothing the two of us can't handle. We were excellent collaborators. Together we gathered power from across the Daedric realms. But in the end, she had very different goals than I do. If nothing else, damn it, I want to have some fun. Ta! Yes, Of that, I have no doubt. Martina is a consummate professional. Just don't get her started on the transliminal properties of exogenic materials or the writings of Deno Gorath, the Dread Archivist. And we'll be there all day. You must understand, I have been studying arcane ephemera for decades now. The underweave is just so obvious, and I try very hard not to be boring. Plus, it's extremely dangerous in there. Fate shifts like the tides of the abyssal sea. A thing can be both dangerous and boring. The universe contains multitudes. I truly believed I would be able to master fate itself without entering its walls. Vexing to have been proven wrong. Given the focus of our research, it makes perfect sense. Fate itself pulses through the corridors of the Underweave, and it's tradition for powerful arcanists to establish a sanctum. I have one myself, you know. Quite proud of it.
No! Have mercy! You've been sent to capture me, haven't you? It was an honest mistake. I'm working to get Hermaeus Mora's faded glyphic back. I promise. Please don't imprison me. Oh, fathomless prince, that's a relief. To think I let myself be spooked by a mere mortal. Sorry. You see, I may have accidentally sent a prized possession of my masters-to-be unwoven. I don't suppose you'd help poor Ogle. The forges of Underweave are a dangerous place. Ogle was made for watching and studying, not fighting. But you seem resilient. Help me find my master's faded glyphic, and I'll be sure to make it worth your while. Wonderful. My master's treasure was mistakenly marked for unweaving, so we must hurry and find it before it's destroyed. My watchling sight should help you navigate Underweave. The entrance is close by. You can take the lead. You can call me Ogle. I'm a watchling in service to Hermaeus Mora. I aid in the designation, or disintegration, of failed fates. It's a coveted role, I might add, and one that I don't wish to risk losing. A faded glyphic is the physical manifestation of a potential fate. A stone that holds a transcription of a possible future. They are a powerful and precious source of knowledge. This particular glyphic is one of my master's favorites. Tides, no. Most fates don't rise to this level of importance. Only potent fates, those with the chance to alter the very course of the planes, can be found etched into these glyphics. This makes every fated glyphic a powerful and coveted object. Fated glyphics whose futures do not come to pass can latch onto our own reality and cause havoc. These intrusions are, well, wasteful. Underweave is the place where these failed fates are unwoven, recycled. get far without my boon to guide
Not
you.
to belabor the obvious, but we'll need to be careful here. We should make haste to the heart of the Underweave and find Martina's sanctum. Onward and upward! The Fate Weaver key is palpitating, pulling me off to the east? Fascinating. Something in Martina's sanctum must be synergizing with the relic. Let's find it. To the heart of the Underweave! Fascinating. Despite my...
Anything valuable in there? Nice hole. You were amazing.
Martina was...
Must be it. Knock, knock, Martina. All right. Damn it. Martina. Dead. I had hoped. Why must the most brilliant among us fall to curiosity's blade? Take a look around, if you don't mind. I need a moment. No idea what that concoction is. Curious. Martina was a zealous note-taker. That may be helpful to our inquiry. Perhaps you, might find something on her remains. Come. Let's talk. I, wish I could say this was the first time I found an old friend dead. But I cannot. From the spell lattice surrounding them, I believe Martina's research may have followed a similar path to my own. Let's take a look at that journal. Martina says here she could somehow scry for the fates frayed from her timeline. Fascinating. She experimented with several different methods, including using her own blood. It's messy, dangerous, but perhaps effective. Yes, I believe so. I have some thoughts that need to germinate, and I'd like to dispel this ward. Take care of Martina. Let's retire to my room. I'll see you back at Cipher's Midden, my perspicacious collaborator. Research, of course. Always research. Just like in the old days. I'm an arse. It seems wrong to coat the truth in moon sugar standing over Martina's. I'm not quite sure. I think perhaps she was trying to Martina was as nimble-witted as anyone I hope I can honor Martina's memory somehow. I'll see you back at Cipher's Midden. Welcome. I've just been preparing. Pardon the simplicity of my setup here. Martina's research lives on. I believe with further development, I can adapt her methods and modify the Fate Weaver key itself. But let's crawl before we walk. First, it's time to put my failure behind me. So far, the Fates have come. This is why you make a good collaborator. Observe this thaumaturgical quadrant. Gripping the key, activate each of the beacons. Fathom's drift. Superlative! The drift is in the far north of the region. I'll meet you there. That was rough, unrefined. We shall stitch together the unraveled threads of my fate. Mistakes made in forging the fate. It's a sinkhole in reality. A graveyard for ships from across the realms. Hermaeus Mora is the Tide King. Truly? I have no orbiso idea. away, you pestering phantom. You're here. Blast these frayed fates. Let's get it. First, we enter the drift and find the darn thing. The Fate Weaver key. We use the Fate Weaver key itself to bind this frayed fate back into the drift. Huzzah!
You, traveler. I need help. I was swept overboard in a storm and found myself washed up in this terrifying land. What happened? I must find my ship. I must find Nanarel, my father. I am Landavel, first mate on the opulent Gale.
The Fate Weaver key will be our guide. It should make visible the threads that bind me to the nearby frayed fate. There. A thread. Untie it, and we'll follow the thread to the next. And the next. Ah! Martina's work. My research. It's working. Smash it. Onward and upward, as always. That thread was woven past that door. Up the ramp. I think I see something. Look there! This distortion is a frayed fate. Let's pull this situation into focus.
Off the deck, Azandar. Stop lollygagging, Azandar. I'm tired of all this.
What? A sailor? How odd. I haven't wanted to be a sailor since I was a child.
Bilge rats and stale bread. I'll never make it to first mate.
Such potential. Stronger now.
Twitching tentacles, what is that?
I grow stronger.
Use the key. These rune forms should banish that thing.
We
will not be undone! It worked!
I wasn't sure it would. What we just witnessed. Distressing, horrid, disconcerting. Of course, yeah, just processing. Tem, it seems, was telling the truth. Afraid fate has grown in strength somehow. Allow me to take back the Fate Weaver key. I'll need to...
Time to bring the lightning!
Ah, there you are! Come, let's talk. I'm ecstatic. Ebullient, even.
Incredible! Somehow, my experiment seems to have created a new... Yes! I mean, would I prefer this adversary enjoy a strenuous argument over a pot of tea? Indubitably. And mark me well, this discovery would not have been... I must. My fate is still frayed, after all. It must be restored, and this... Together, my new cohort, we began the work of understanding the nature of fate. We put an old friend to rest. And someday soon, we'll repair the key. But for now, accept my promised coin with enthusiasm. Together, cohort, we will accomplish stupendous things, remarkable things, for research! And now, adventure! You wish to engage in badinage? Mm-hmm. I'm currently Ah, yes, certainly. Speak.
Your gold looks...
Did you need something?
You called? Problem, Sarah?
Collaborator? Come.
tranquility.
Distasteful.
You wish to engage in badinage?
Too far ahead.
The way that priest tripped all of your protective runes, it's almost like they're working against you, Relasi.
No! Get him!